about you. We want to know. So about you on my show. We want to know. With today's special guest, rising photographer, Jude. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of We Want to Know, where I interview people that I think everyone should know more about. And today we have photographer, videographer, Jude in the building. Thank you so much for joining us. Hand clap.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So I first want to start off with, when did you notice your love for photography?
I would say that I really had a thing for photography. I would say as a kid, but then as a kid, you're so much interested in a whole bunch of things. So it's like I stopped it for a while, and then in high school got into graphic design, and I'm like, oh snap, this is actually cool. And then I just now recently, refound my love for photography. So, and, it's cool to connect your hobbies together. So.
That's dope. That's dope. So who was like, I guess, or who or what was like your inspiration in terms of photography? Like who did you see or what did you see that made you say like, I want to step into that?
Honestly, I would say I don't have an inspiration. I would say it was all thanks to my cousin Kevin. He had his little first big camera, and then when I started playing around with it, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And you always see the commercials with all the cars or pictures of buildings, and you're like, "Dang, how do people do it like this?" So I would say my inspiration is just coming from basically I would say looking at things and then my brain starts thinking in a creative way and I can't really put it into words. So it's I had to show you what I see, for example. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So the next question, if y'all see me look down, y'all know the deal. I'm looking at the question. So I see you have a love for cars and sports. Is that where in terms of photography, is that where you want to be like recording car videos and sport events?
I would definitely say that I'm more so trying to be everything kind of photographer. I don't like to limit myself. I feel as people and humans in general, I feel like there's so much to learn out there. And I feel like basically we are so concentrated on limiting ourselves to one thing. So I feel like no, there shouldn't be a reason why when you see my page, you're like, oh, he only takes car pictures. So I want to be more so doing everything, but mainly focusing on street photography, sports, and cars. So
So that's so yeah, I always say that. I'm always like, I feel like I can fill so many boxes. Like I never want to be a one box type of person.
yeah,
There's more out there.
yeah.
So what was I always try to ask people this question just to hear the differences in I guess the life journey. So for you, when you decided to go into photography, how was the response with people around you?
I would definitely say people at first were definitely iffy about it. I would say some people didn't really think oh, he's not gonna do this for long. Because I would say I have a record of I'm like that kid you see a new tool ooh do this, and after a while you get bored of it. But I would definitely say for photography, this is something I really want to do, and the more I start keep working at it, the more people are realizing before at first it was okay, yeah, he can take nice pictures. Now I feel like people are starting to realize yo, he's really into this and he's really trying to build something. And also as you can see, I progressed from my pictures. I went from just I guess you could say those normal IG pics to more trying to get into how all the other professional photographers are there.
Just so yeah, I get it because with me, I feel like I feel like it also comes from like the not wanting to fit one box. You find yourself almost committing to one box fully. You're like, whoa, 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 this is not me. I need something else. So I feel like
Yeah,
a lot of people switch because I'm the same way. Like I'll be like, oh, I gotta learn something ASAP, and then I'm like, okay, now time for something else because I don't want to just be resorted to that one thing or known for just that one thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely relate there. So do you trying to phrase this right, but do you want like more like so like we said, like not just one box. So is there something else you want to pursue along with photography or is photography like it for you in videography?
Uh, well, I'm currently in my last semester of undergrad in college. The main goal is to pursue I said photography, sorry, physical therapy, and then do a job as that. But I feel like, our generation, I feel like we need to learn and also know, like, you don't have to just stay in one lane. Like, you can have your side hustle and then, create generational wealth. Like, there's only not just, oh, I go to school. After school's done, we go straight into just working one job. Like, if you feel like you like have a passion for something, I feel like you should go after it, no matter what anybody thinks. So,
And so it's kind of crazy because I finished undergrad with my health science degree with
mhm.
the idea that I wanted to pursue physical therapy. And then so I got a job as a therapy aide.
Yeah,
And I'm almost a year in, and I'm like, I don't know if that's for me anymore. I think I want to pursue filming and like editing and stuff. So it's kind of crazy that you said that because
yeah.
I'm like swapped. So that's crazy. But yeah, it's interesting journey.
I would say it's not an easy journey either.
Oh no, I think that's what really stopped me because I thought about like grad school because I had all the classes. The only thing is like the GRE process. That's the only thing like that was holding
Yeah,
me back from fully applying. And then as working as a therapy aide, I saw like how taxing it could be, like
yeah.
being a therapist. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. No. So that's been my pause. But everyone else tells me you would be great. But I'm like, I don't know, grad school and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like if you both going
Yeah.
back to school for like another 2-3 years.
I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. Yeah. But okay, so now I wanted to let's see. Oh, so did you know any other people like I think you mentioned a little bit before too, but did you know like more people that were in film and videography or was it just like that one person? Or did you know like a group of people or
uh yeah, I definitely know like a group of people. Like I would also like to, thank my friend Tyler Connors. Like he has his own photography page and he does like whole wedding pictures and stuff like that. So like when I started like really getting into it, that was like one of the first people I went to was like, hey, can you teach me what you do? Because like when you see his pictures, the main thing I love about photography, it's not like, oh hey, that's a nice picture. Like there are photographers out there, like when you look at their pictures, like you can feel like the emotion or telling the story of what that picture is like made for. And also my friend Ryan, he got me into the whole like, oh come on bro, like let's go take pictures of cars. And from seeing that behind the scenes and seeing everything, I'm like, all right, so this is how the companies like do like the commercials and all that. So I think it was kind of cool.
that's so good. So now we're gonna play a quick game that I like to call We Also Want to Know, where I ask questions, some that are relevant to you, some not at all. They're just questions that people ask people.
Yeah.
So the first question is, what's the music video that you're like, that's the one, like that's one of the best music videos ever created?
Oh, that's kind of tough, man. Let me see. Who I don't know. I would say like Lil Uzi because like you can never tell what he's gonna bring with you with the music video. Like his Just Wanna Rock video, like it was just so out there. But I like how it went from like, the typical music video to like actual real life, like the people and him how he engaged and everything. So I was like, nah, like I want to do something like that. I don't want like just the standard protocol, just music video. I want like people interacting with you and all that. So
I feel like those videos are always the greatest, the ones where like you can't really expect anything because you're
yeah,
the artist. So the next question is, who is the person you dream of taking a picture or video for?
I mean that's a lot. There's a lot of celebrities, man. Who's someone that I really want to take a picture of? That man, I don't know. I would say like, I mean, I used to play sports, so I would be like LeBron James or something like just to hang around him and just take daily pictures of him and like what he goes through everyday life. I feel like that would be like a huge. That's like my I made it moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I always think like those people who take the pictures of them as they walk in their outfits, those
Yeah,
people are like goaded.
yeah, because then you always capture those rare moments, and then you're like, oh man, I gotta hurry up and post this real quick before someone else.
Yeah, it's like so dope how they capture those. So this is a random one. If you can travel back in any year, what year would you go to?
I would say I'll go back to my I would say freshman year of high school because I feel like that's when somewhat real life starts to happen. I would definitely tell my younger self like, listen, pursue what you want to do and don't let the negative noise like affect you because like at the end of the day you want to do what makes you happy and you don't want to be stuck in a boring job where you're just like, I don't want to be here. You want to do what you love to do.
Yeah. Next question. What place do you think is like a videographer's like dream come true when it comes to like out of this country? Like what is the dream place for a videographer?
The dream place for videographers.
Yeah, like background is great there no matter where you go.
Man, I would say recently I've been into like Bali. Like I feel like those type of space where you have the waterfall in the background or like just the scenery and also like the culture. I feel like for that it makes a photographer's job very very easy because then like it's easy to express all the different emotions and also get some really different pictures that you don't see people doing.
Oh, yeah. The swing is the infamous photo.
Yeah.
Swing. Okay. Favorite what? Oh, favorite type of foreign food.
Favorite type of foreign food? Definitely gotta say I would say, ooh, it's a tie. I love either like Asian food or Caribbean food, especially from like coming from a Caribbean background. So
Okay. Lately, rasa pasta has had my life in a chokehold. I don't know why, but that's
listen,
right now.
rasa pasta, oxtail, like you name it.
That's just where it's at. Okay. What's your favorite piece of camera equipment? Like to go
Favorite.
outside of the camera, of course, but like.
I would definitely say it's the lens. You'd be surprised, like depending like what lens you get, it does a lot of different things. And I'm starting to learn that too. I was like, oh yeah, my lens is the best. I could do anything with it. And then I'm seeing all these different lenses, like for say basketball example. You ever seen those photographers with the big white lenses and then it looks like heavy to carry around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now I'm realizing like, oh, if you want the like really detailed of like the sweat dripping and everything, that's the type of equipment like you need. So I would definitely say the lens is the most important part.
Hey, I think okay. That's the end of the game portion. We also want to know back to the questions. So, growing up, did you see yourself being where you are currently right now?
Honestly, no, I did not. It's like again coming from like a Caribbean background, like your parents was like basically installing in your head you have to be like a doctor, engineer, everything. So like after seeing my sister becoming a doctor, I was like, well, like I guess this is the journey for me too because it's kind of like when you follow your older sibling, you want to be just like them and you kind of.
Mhm.
So I found myself like I'm gonna end up somewhere in the medical field.
Got it. Okay. Do you think social media has made it harder or easier for like videographers of today?
I feel like I would say both. It's easier because it's easier to get your work out there, also find clients, and also express yourself. But I feel like social media has a way of picking, I would say, favorites,
Mm-hmm.
and depending like who they want to boost out there into like the explorers page and the exposure. So I would feel like it's a good thing because it makes your job easier, but it's a bad thing because if you're trying to get that reach of getting followers and people seeing more of your work, I feel like that's the hardest part.
So to follow up, so would you say that like networking is important in your life because of like how it's set up and like social media and everything?
Yes, I would definitely say networking is very big. Like when you're in like my field, you definitely want to, interact with different photographers and, make friends with different people. And then by networking, it makes your job easier because you can also work like the car companies, the, clothing brands and everything. So by networking and also showing them your work and who you are, it better helps you to be successful in this type of thing.
So what is the favorite shoot you have worked so far?
My favorite shoot. Let's see. I would say my favorite shoot is either the basketball shoots I do for my girlfriend's little brother's team, or I would definitely say it's taking pictures of my friend DJ. He's like my go-to. Like he's already on standby. I was like, yeah, let's go take pictures. And I like working with him because we always trying to find a different creative way to take pictures and like see if we can jump out the norm a little bit.
Okay, and one of the last things, I always like to end my episodes with asking people what's some advice that you would give to the aspiring photographer or videographer that's out there. Like, how should they start? What should they do?
I would definitely say if I could change anything, I would say start with getting to know the camera that you want to get because that's really important. You might want to go get the most popular camera that like everybody's using, but you have to know how to work the camera. And not only that, be yourself. Like don't try to imitate everybody. Like use what you like and use your eye to tell your story. And also, I would just say have fun with it. Like, hey, it's gonna be like rough in the beginning because like you're like one out of like millions of photographers out there. But I feel like as long as you're having fun and you're enjoying what you do, like that makes the best out of it.
So lastly, tell the people what's next, where can they find you, how can they book you, all that good stuff.
To find me, you guys can follow me on IG and TikTok. At name is Shotsbyjude. And yeah, that's where we are so far. And YouTube video coming out soon. Also Shotsbyjude. So yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me on. And that has been this episode of We Want to Know. So first off, yeah, we're gonna hand clap it before it.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys stay tuned for the next episode when it drops. Until next time, everybody. Bye guys.
Bye guys.